Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA. Fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 17 carries, 57 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Mahomes. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
He gets away from one, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Play fake, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield finding his target. It's Cody Latimer. The reception good for 7.
Mike, 53, Mike.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run again on first down, Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They begin the drive with Williams. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. On 2nd down, it's Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And now look at him go. 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Completes it to McGuire out of the backfield. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 13 carries, 67 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. On the ground, this is Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. 180. Mike's 56. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
It should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is Latimer, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
20. Mike. Pick it up.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
180.
Mayfield off the play fake. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, A lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. On play action, it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Yellow. Watch the screen.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. They find some open field here. And he's taken down inside the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run. Yeah,
defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Hill, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Williams. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown. Damian Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that one a long 11-play drive. And in the end, it was all capped off by the Damian Williams touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now Mayfield. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Mayfield now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it, and finding the tight end Hooper. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Set, 180. Right there, 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. My time.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mayfield with it once more. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was the Patriots who were able to come away with the victory. Julian Edelman, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Kendrick Bourne, a touchdown catch in the victory. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So
he's got a man complete. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 48 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Williams. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. And this is caught inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and goal from the 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd and 2, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
180. 6, right there, 56. Focus, defense, focus.
Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cody Latimer, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Damian Williams and the Chiefs ready to begin their next drive. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too. Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it again with Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 27, Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end. Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. To the right side, it's Kelsey. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And Butker able to put this one through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead. It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check 56.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And Latimer's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, Mayfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield now. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Watch out for Hill on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the draw, here's Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Mahomes looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. This one out quickly to Watkins. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the three, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And getting this just shy of midfield. They spotted at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
this possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. On second down, Mayfield again. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Browns on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is third down and 12. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his third and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
180! Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
180! Check 53, Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll run. Hyde. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. From the 2 now, second and goal. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but now it's third and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. A nice little juke. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, and finding the tight end Hooper. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Inside of a minute to go now, 2 timeouts left, still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. A run for Nick Chubb. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 5, 43 seconds to go. Now, their losing streak In danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
Hey, watch the slant.
To throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cleveland, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire